Yeah, Kush. But when you check out the whole scene now, yeah, when you check out the whole situation, how it's perceived, especially look at what we're doing here right now. Oh, we just here sitting in the house, and because of technology and because of the advancement that we have created in technology, we're able to create a legacy for our children. Many times when we come forward, when we grow up and so we just look for the TV and the magazines because me read early and them kind of things. And you see National Geographic magazines and you see people have camcorder, reel to reel film, 1960 something, and them they're able to create one legacy, one history of themselves. You understand? And this is all a part of where a cultural behavior gives the person who is a part of that culture the might that they seem to have at that particular time. You see? And we're able to create a legacy here that we're able to leave for our children that they can gather together and say, look, make I watch this DVD. This is what daddy and them just deal with now, and daddy and them still deal with to some degree, based on the most high necessity for being in this plane existence or lifestyles in time past and they really take our out too early. You check them out. But they can look at that and they can feed off of the knowledge that is coming from us, knowing fully well that we're their parents and we are not going to give them information that is going to lead them astray. You see? And that is the key, because in considering the situation with the youths and them on video, you know, and I'm going to listen to again, as I write in the book, Modern Antiguan Society, I'm going to listen to the pundits and the apologetic sympathizers and them who will walk around and like ostriches, burying them head in the sun and rising it out when somebody pull one of them tail feather and say, oh, I didn't realize, I didn't know. You didn't know what? I mean, we stopped being a hypocrite a long time. I'll just look forward to Mayfet and so for the little feel of business that just go on in the church. A day where people gather there, the thing that define people will be. You understand? So the hypocrisy, yes, need for move. Because some of the things that we know we used to do in school, had we had cell phones, much less cell phones with cameras, I'm quite sure a number of our generation, people who are responsible for whatever go on with the youth and them right now, because we can have youth that is 17 and 18 if we had children at the ages that the youth and them have children now, 19 and so. So we have the ability to be responsible for them. You see? But this is the thing, we are not taking responsibility because we don't look at life from a generational perspective. You see? We look at life as, in some instances, based on what we grew up knowing. I really don't know how people look at life. You see? But we gotta look at our living experience from a generational perspective, whereby each generation is responsible for setting the foundation of growth and development for the preceding generation. Number one. That is how the rung, Jacob's ladder, as is mentioned in scriptural text, is created. One generation build on top of the next one. You see? So I will ask myself the question, if I am to be like some of the people in my generation and the one just preceding that, in the rhetoric that they speak about these young people who find themselves caught in a precarious position based on the proliferation of bad behavior, yes. But even the very said scripture that everyone reveres says, children will be children. So here, what are we going to do? Like I was saying, we hear some of them people out of the generations that belong to me and you. Right? They say, boy, picking egg on them now. They don't have this and they don't have that. And our parents this and our parents that. So me just like want to consider this equation. If the youth them don't have what you got from your parents, whose responsibility is it to give it to them? And let's look back at ourselves over the past, let's say, 25 years. Let's just say, from our formative years coming into being, what have we been doing in terms of taking responsibility for the way that we live? We weren't doing that. We were caught up in the hazy, crazy days of the 80s, when all kind of nonsense used to go on, and this false economy was created in this place. People not accustomed to acquiring wealth via due process, but participating in the fallouts from certain activities that took place. What that did to the social structure, to the individual's minds. I mean, we just gotta look around the street and see sometimes how many people gone, as they say, crazy. And not those who actually gone crazy, but those who just act crazy. You see? So what the responsibility? What is the responsibility? Who bears the responsibility of fulfilling the law of life and passing, or rather building the foundation upon which the youth in them can grow? The flip side is true, that whatever they are displaying right now is a direct result of what we allowed and disallowed, our likes and dislikes, our value system. You see? So, I really need to take a hard look, you know, real hard look, and how we view ourselves in the sequence of life. And by that I mean, what's our purpose, value, and role that we have to play? What is our responsibility to life? Not responsibility to institution, or to tradition, or to his story, but responsibility to life, which includes legacy. You see, and I've identified a problem that exists amongst us that really stems or cauterizes, if you want to use that term, just hard stump the growth process and the unification process. And that is the materialization of a certain section of ourselves. And when I say materialization, I mean that ones are more focused on the economics of materialism rather than the economics of the being. You see, and I need to start to pay attention to that, because we recognize that some of them fellas, for instance, when they see Africa, them see the land and the economy, which forgetting that the economy, the people. They don't really see the people now. So this is why a lot of policies and so that come out do not reflect the needs of the people, but it reflects the needs of industry, the needs of commerce, which is disguised under social building rhetoric. I don't need to forget from that. You see? But I'll have a break there for now still, and come again. Blessed.